Where's my camera? Good evening, everyone. I will just quickly get my camera fixed. And I've had this issue the last couple of times. I started my streaming software already. So let me just switch camera source back and forth and all that I needed to do in order to fix stuff. Now I can see me. I can not see you. But anyways, hi everyone. Good evening. And yeah, just thought of some kind of a flashy stream title. Commanders Under Fire. Today I'm the commander under fire, or recently as of releasing a couple of videos about the upcoming features. Actually, since I got a very kind shout out of a fellow YouTuber, I actually got a downvote storm of people not agreeing with my opinion, claiming I was bought by wargaming. Free speech. So anyone agreeing with commanders apparently, or actually anyone not being totally against commanders apparently is bought by wargaming. That's what I learned, and anything else is not a valid point to make. But hey, let me just set up my iPad and also pull up the chat to my front then so I can see all. And Baba still asking, commanders? Yes, commanders. We do have a bit of a topic with the commanders. If you are not aware of commanders yet, just maybe watch my last video where I went into detail about how the commanders work. Otherwise, you can also just get my very quick introduction right now. Commanders are replacing crew skills, and they are a little bit different to the crew skills, making stuff easier, making tanks stronger on one hand, giving them some special skills, but also taking away some old features that we are used to. If everything is being accounted for that we are used to, that is another question that I cannot really answer yet. Not only because I'm not allowed to talk about it, but also really because I don't know if everything is absolutely balanced and all that kind of stuff. Also, I really want to just emphasize here, we are still in a very early stage of this announcement, or of this release cycle here, of the news cycle around commanders and all the new stuff about the Reforged update, as it is called, the big Unreal Engine update. And for this one, it might mean that there are still going to be some changes. Probably they are not going to change every little thing that they already put out, because they always also put in a lot of work, and I can assure you that they have the best in mind and that they have very good reasons for going for those changes, as I was able to test all that stuff already, and I was hearing out why everything was the way that it is. And it all makes sense in my opinion. They just really, if you get to know the insides of it, it all makes sense. Do I totally agree with everything? No, that I cannot tell, but it does still make sense. And it is a bit of a communication issue so far that Wargaming just put out this little teaser. Of course, that is increasing the attention of the viewership, of the audiences. Everyone's discussing the little piece of information that they are having. But that also makes people very angry, as they don't know what's happening. And uncertainty usually is something that makes us humans very insecure. So we don't know if our investment will have been worth it, our investment in this game, or if we are going to lose everything that we have fought for, that we grinded, that we paid for. And that is, of course, a bit problematic here. For me, it was quite a bit different. I don't know how much I can actually talk about it, but I was testing along with a couple of others, and we had a good introduction. Wargaming was like, okay, guys, we're going to make some big changes. Please hear us out. We're going to talk to you everything, every little detail, and you can ask us everything, and then you can test it as well and get to see stuff there as well. So we got a good presentation, which is, of course, beyond the typical attention span of what people are having, which are just occasionally playing and not totally invested and giving feedback and so on. That is a bit of a problem here, that the audience here the viewership, the typical player only got a 2-minute teaser on YouTube from Wargaming, then got some little bites of comments from Wargaming, from devs on Discord there, and there was just not really enough to really get a good picture of what was actually going on. And for me, therefore, it is a lot easier to understand why everything is the way, or was the announced the way that it is. I can talk about some stuff already. I can increasingly give you some more information. I'm happy to do so, absolutely. Just that not everything is public yet, which is, of course, still also changing quite soon. With the stream from Wargaming on the 23rd, that is in 4 days, on the Wednesday that should be. Yes, no, Thursday. Okay, on Thursday then Wargaming is streaming all the changes. And then they will also, I mean, they will probably explain everything because it's 1 day before the testing period starts. That's the first test. I can probably not talk about how many tests there are now, so just, I mean, we know that it is still taking at least 3 months for the final release of the update of Unreal Engine. So it will probably not have been the last test, and it will be about fine-tuning a lot of stuff still, because there are such big changes. Wargaming cannot just implement the changes and just let you go ahead with it. We have already tested it on a small scale already. First of all, Wargaming tests stuff internally, and then they test with a smaller group, and then with a larger group of super testers, and then even larger groups of open tests. If there are not any other additional steps in between, maybe the super testers get to test multiple times, but only then the main group, like the whole audience, is going to be able to test without any NDA. So that means that everyone can talk about it and everything becomes public already. At that stage, mostly it is the case that stuff is already kind of final and we are not having any major changes anymore. But I think that might be a bit different this time. So I can assure you that Wargaming is also looking at the feedback very closely, and they are also not wanting to make changes, but of course they're open to make changes whenever they feel like it is needed. But I recommend to be open to the changes first of all, and also not be too distracted by the very loud voices out there, because most of them are not really based on actual facts, but mostly it's just speculation. And if I just look at my YouTube comments on the video that I put out yesterday or the one before, and pretty much all of it is like, looks bad, looks colorful, looks DEI, LGBT, and crying incels, and I mean, I cannot take that seriously. That's just, man. Honestly, that is not a good feedback in my opinion. If people want some more realism in this game, I can totally understand that. But if they come and tell me about how a woman with colorful hair is impossible to pick, that is, nah. No. Guys, you got to get onto a different level than that. Okay, let me actually just take a quick look at the comments here before I get to some gameplay. And of course, maybe I might still answer one or the other question. MFN asking already, if players really hate the commanders, is there a chance of Wargaming removing them? First of all, we've had big changes in the past. Some years ago, Wargaming was occasionally very slow with reversing bad changes, sometimes took them a year. But more recently, for example, we had the skill-based matchmaking, where the skill-based matchmaking was implemented, and we've had 1 month of skill-based matchmaking. I wrote essays upon essays of feedback that you probably did not know about. And also many other CCs, many other community members criticized it heavily. Wargaming statistics said it was absolutely fine for the majority of players. Skill-based matchmaking was not an issue and rather being an advantage to the majority of players. But the veterans, they suffered, a minority of the entire audience. And still Wargaming switched back based on this feedback to get us the old matchmaking back. Just so you understand how important it is for Wargaming what feedback means to them. Also, of course, Sheridan Missile was switched back, but yeah, that took a long time there. It was a lot faster with skill-based matchmaking. Just to take that as a good example, I think it cannot get better than that, although it was still painful, and I was also just criticizing them ahead of time already, but they wanted the data first. Not any single person of us is entitled to have an opinion that is more valid than data, because even I only speak from my perspective. I try to understand every single one of you. I try to really emphasize with what you are feeling about the game, because I hear a lot of different opinions, of course, and I try to understand what is the essence of it, what makes sense, what doesn't, what can I hand on to wargaming, and yeah, then of course it still means that I'm biased because I'm thinking in the way that I think about the game, and I have my experience that is very different to someone who just starts the game, and the majority of players just start with the game. At any given time, be it now or a couple of years back, the majority of players only has a couple hundred games, couple thousand games maybe. They just get to test a couple of sessions, maybe stick to it for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but then they quit. Only a very small percentage of the players keeps playing for years upon years. And that also explains why a lot of people think the game would be dying, because there are so few players who actually stick to it. And of course, wargaming has to balance out how much they want to cater to the audiences who have been there for a long time, and how much do they want to cater to the audiences who just arrived in the game. Now, the best balance is if both are being covered, if there is stuff for the new players, stuff for the veterans. Everyone needs to have something in the game, and no one wants chaos or so, but I can tell you the game is not really on a drastic decline just because your friends stop playing at some point or the other. All right, there is a lot of there's still a lot of comments I did not really get to. Good evening, first of all, everyone who just joined in. Can see a couple of people here. Greet you all. I hope you have a good evening, and yeah, I won't be able to read every single name out. I guess that will take a long time. Maybe I can still look at a few commander questions or so, which the commanders have less effect on the game. Concerning effects on the game, of course, the balance is also my main concern. I don't care about how the commanders look like. I'm not here for a realistic experience. You can maybe see the camo that I'm rocking on the mouse. Is that realistic? No, absolutely not. I do like the realistic camos though, but look at the whole game. Is that realistic? Now, it has realistic elements. If there is a dancing person right next to it, it's maybe not my cup of tea, but yeah. It's not the end of the world, especially since the game mechanic remains the same. In-game, it all looks the same. When it comes to the balancing of the commanders, I don't know how balanced they are actually going to be. I did not get to test it against serious players. I played against bots on the test server. I played in training rooms a couple of times, just checked out stuff there. But I cannot tell you about the final balancing yet, if that is good. And I think there are still some issues. Yet as I looked into all the details concerning commanders, I felt like actually it's not really breaking the game. Every class gets their advantage. Tanks get to be more lethal, but also they manage to survive longer due to better mobility on the mediums, due to better camouflage on the TDs, more hit points on the heavies. Everyone can have higher damage output, so it kind of balances each other out. But still, I feel like some commanders are stronger than others, and of course, all the testers are into it. We really have so much feedback to wargaming already, which they are all reading through, and often enough they are also answering our concerns and making some changes. Crying insult. Now you should rephrase that. Remember, no personal attacks. Keep it clean and respectful. Yeah, I mean, if you read through all the comments that I got in the last days, a couple hundreds of comments, then it is getting to be a bit tricky to remain absolutely unpersonal. Of course, I am not trying to be personal. Maybe should I just pick out a couple of comments just so you know what I'm up to there. I am always trying to completely ignore everything that is just, yeah, that is just toxic stuff. I mean, I get a, what I actually found quite funny, I get called a damage control robot. That's very quick. Also only those which I have not responded to. Much of it is going into the same direction. Absolute trash what B has gone to absolute ruin. Now you can enjoy 60-second games aimed at 9-year-olds with attention deficit. Then some corporate shill is here trying to tell us how good it is when he knows damn well it's not. That's the kind of stuff I have to deal with here after putting in hours upon hours on for getting you the feedback out that I have and just trying to understand everything and making sure I cover every topic. I don't take it personal. I always assume that I will get some criticism for putting out my opinion here, or also for being a CC alone. You do get some negative feedback. A lot of stuff about commanders pay to win, but most of these actually did not watch the video where I explained that commanders are not going to be paid to win, although I did mention that it may happen that commanders are appearing in the shop, but mostly the goal that I understood there was to just put commanders on events that people can grind for free and potentially just make them available on the shop only later on if people miss those events. I also spoke out against that. Well, maybe we're still getting in some way there of commanders being grindable at all given time with some just pay to progress. That's absolutely fine with me. General game feedback that has absolutely nothing to do, like some weird situation someone did not understand. I have everything maxed out. Am I going to get all maxed out commanders and compensation? I talked about it in the video. I get many of those questions all the time. I have one question. If you had fully ground old crew skills, does that mean you get commander full skill, or have you got... I answered that in the video. You do get compensation for the crew skills that you have. So much stuff like that. Wargaming commanders are free. Also, Wargaming a year later, get this commander, which will give you a 10% extra DPM for only $50. You're right. Well, of course, it may happen that Wargaming is selling commanders. I would not like that. And I think after all this feedback that Wargaming got here, yeah, we are actually in a situation where we can tell Wargaming, please consider not selling commanders. They are reading the feedback and they make adjustments to it potentially. So yeah, there's that. It won't be fair. Wargaming takes away all the skills I spent a lot of my time on because of new players. And I was a new player. And what will I get in return? Fair question. You get some fully leveled commanders in return for losing your crew skills. And the new players do not get those. So in the end, you still have an advantage over the new players. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Of course, there might be new commanders that you don't get fully leveled just by the experience that you gathered before, but that is not really a big issue because then no one has them and you still have to grind them. Also, it's fine for me. I mean, we also need something to grind still, kind of. I mean, I did not grind anything in an eternity. I would not mind grinding a bit of stuff, but as long as we are having a couple of stuff compensated for the crew skills, that's good then. After many years playing Blitz, I have to say I like the current game. I guess we will know after 2 weeks what we got in this new update. I hope it's not like the spare parts fiasco, but I welcome something new to grind as I have the old tanks and crew skills. People give out about grinding, but that's just another word for playing the game. Actually, basically what I just said. Not all commentators are just complaining only. Actually, yeah, I like that one. Be able to choose the era of the commander like World War II era. Don't like how the commanders looks like. I can totally understand that. I'm not fully agreeing on that kind of stuff. I don't need a realistic game. I don't need a war-related game at all, especially World War II related. But yeah, if people want the realism, I can understand that. Unfortunately, though, for them, I gotta say they are a rather small part of the community. I own almost every tank in the game. Better not to lose my tanks. Speculation. There's a lot of speculation going on that is absolutely not based on facts. Of course, we are keeping every single tank that we have ever grinded, and we are not losing them, and all the tanks that we bought, of course, as well. Anyway, they look like trash. Maybe let's remember history. Anti-tank are imbalanced. Well, history. yeah. From beginning to end. Horrible. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Yeah, I don't like the aesthetic of some of the commanders at all. Some hipster crap. I got a lot of those comments like hipster crap, LGBTQ, DI crap, stuff like that. Someone said, I'm not going to play with a lesbian. That's why I called them incels who just... In my opinion, that's just crying on a level that I can absolutely not understand. Some hipster crap, I will leave that to liberals. Yeah, I mean, you can call everyone a liberal for... it's a worldwide game where we have communities from all kinds of places, from Latin America, from Northern America, blacks, whites, we've got Chinese, okay, they have an own server, we've got Japanese, we've got Near Eastern people playing, we've got Europeans of all kinds and ethnicities. But people seriously think that in a game like this, they want the commanders to look like their Texan or maybe just Irish neighbor or whatever. I don't know. And that doesn't make any sense to me. This is the internet. We have a community here that doesn't know any borders, really. If you want no other foreigners in your own village, well, I wouldn't agree, but maybe that's fine, that's understandable, but in the internet it doesn't really make sense, as we don't have any borders, really. We don't have nationalities on the internet. Here we are citizens of the world, basically, and we don't have any right to claiming that any other would not have a chance or a right for representation online. And that is just what I have to say about that kind of stuff. And I really noticed that a lot of it just comes from this kind of incel community, kind of anti-trade fans. But it got to be mainstream nowadays with Trump and so on. Commanders are an attempt to make things a bit simpler. Dude, you're being fat aligned. Commanders are nothing more nor less than yet another attempt by wargaming to make money. If you miss an event, and you will, then you will have to buy some commands or miss out on the abilities. It has taken me years to skill up all the crew skills on both my accounts. Within the last 12 months, I finally achieved that for one account, and am about to get it for my other account. So with no consideration for compensation for the time, effort, skill, experience that I invested into the effort, wargaming are now going to make me do it all over again. I'm too old for this crap, literally. Odds I will be gone before getting back to where I am now. Gee, thanks wargaming. You really know how to come up with a deal breaker. Of course, that is not true here. We are getting compensation for all the time, all the money, all the credit that we gained. We are getting compensation in terms of levels that we get for all the crew skills that we grinded, that we bought. I guess no one actually bought crew skills, but probably some people have. I don't think any one of those claiming that we have spent money on it, that it did actually spend on crew skills, because you just get them by playing for free. And you're being fed a line. Do I... What do I have to say about it? Of course, I have early access, and by having early access, I might be biased to just defend my position, but actually there is no connection in that case that I am being fed a line. I got information from wargaming that I can base my opinion on. I was criticizing crew skills, and I was actually was actually being more critical in my feedback directly to Wargaming, partially in person, telling them into their face what I don't like. That's exactly what they want. They want me to be as critical as possible about it. That's my, not job, but my responsibility as a CC as well, to deliver feedback, to deliver the feedback that I see, which the community is just putting out here. If you guys are commenting on certain stuff, then I am just accumulating that knowledge. I will try to break that down to Wargaming, to give them a sense of what the players feel like about the game, so they can make better decisions for the future. That is what they want from me. They want me to be critical. Also on my videos, I'm absolutely fine to be as critical as possible. I just must not insult any of the Wargaming employees, or they would not like it. I would lose my CC status. I must not leak anything that has been secret, that has been told to us in secret by Wargaming. I can talk about leaks. I cannot talk about what Wargaming gives us in advance of release, because that stuff is being coordinated. So we CCs get some extra information that we can then give to you right on time, when everyone has the chance to just put out the information simultaneously. Once, for example, a new premium tank comes into the shop, I might get that tank on my account a bit earlier, on my press account, not on my personal account. And then I can play it for a couple of games, put out a review, so you can see that on time. Then when the tank comes to the shop, I might already put out the review just at the same time. So much about that. Yeah, I think Wargaming shill doing damage control unsub. Those are all the comments which are just a result of Doodle's video, by the way. I did not expect anything else. I was even just kind of... I left a comment on Doodle's video as well, just expecting people to come over. And the result was that you can see the dislike ratio here, 64.7% likes only. Okay, you cannot see it because it's behind the, behind the video there. You see it, 64.7% likes only. People just disliking me for talking about the commanders freely and explaining them properly. If people feel like that is relieving their pain, I will take it. I mean, the video gets its views anyways. It does not really matter to me. Let's get over to the iPad screen. Actually, enough of negativity for now. But if you have any other questions, in the best case, you also ping me in the chat with 90. I mean, you don't have to write the @ just write N90, not with a 0, and I see it highlighted in orange as well, and I do immediately get that message so I can reply if it is something important. Because there is too much to really keep track of, so hi to everyone. Also, Blino is here. Moin moin. Nubi, du hast den Hate hier nicht verdient, da brauchen wir, glaube ich, nicht drüber reden. Thanks. Yeah, Rip just saying I did not deserve the hate. I am not too mad about the hate, honestly. I mean, I just I see that people are angry. I don't understand why people are that angry about the changes. Honestly, I don't. Us testers haven't been that angry about it. Certainly not. I think almost none of us, if not none of us, even commented on the cartoony characters. Everyone was just concerned about the balancing, how it would work out in the end. And then people are coming into the comments here and being so dramatic about it. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious actually to me. I don't find it funny, but it is hilarious. But also it's just, I always expect to get criticism in return for putting out my own opinion. And so far, I am almost getting no criticism, or I mean, I'm getting very little criticism. I'm getting very little negative feedback and haters also on YouTube. And actually, once I started, I knew at some point there would be the trolls coming in. Of course, I had some trolls, but nothing too major there. I guess I could take that as a compliment, or maybe, I don't know. Some people call me a pussy, some people apparently are too afraid to voice their opinion. Maybe I will take it as that. I cannot make it, oh, what is this move actually by the critter here? I cannot make it right for everyone. Bro, I maybe wouldn't recommend doing this move. Come on, track, nice. Oh my gosh, they are just going full in and I don't have that much backup, honestly. So to go for STB or... Oh no! That's not good. I guess I'm in a bad situation now. Can I get some help? Maybe guys can go for the FV. I don't feel good here. I don't feel good. Double FV pushing. I have so many teammates behind me, but they just... Meh. I was seeing them on the minimap. By the way, guys, I appreciate every one of your opinions. If you feel like criticizing the commanders, you can do so. I don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. I will also tell Wargaming about it. I'm not going to point fingers and say what that XYZ was complaining and they should not ever receive any rewards anymore or so, or not win and giveaways as well. No, I don't mind. Feedback is welcome. Yeah, saying, why are they deleting collector tanks that we sold? That's not fair. Why should I continue to play if they delete whatever they want? They're not deleting collector tanks. I mean, of course, there is something that is happening there. They announced that we will not be able to sell tanks anymore, and with that we are also not going to be able to restore tanks anymore. Both just going hand in hand. I think it is kind of unnecessary that they remove the vehicle restore function and force everyone to rebuy tanks ahead of time. I think that, I mean, I never really sold tanks, or I've always bought them back immediately. I cannot understand anyone selling tanks, but some people do. So in that regard, it is not really a good decision to make everyone who did sell these tanks lose those tanks and punish them for that, because they did not know better. They could not know better. Need to angle my tank. I think oh my gosh, I over-angled. But yeah, I would say that is actually something that Wargaming should reconsider, and I will also tell them about it on feedback still. Okay. Of course, I've got my loader dead for 80 seconds now. Great. 2, 1. Oh, in my case, one shot anyways. Can I just go for this guy? Yes. 2 shots, 2k damage. What would your honest thoughts be if Wargaming removed win rate from the game? Overall, I really like all the other changes. To be honest, on that I don't really want to give an opinion, because there is a context to it that is not public yet. And I don't think they're going to remove win rate anyways. Maybe, I mean, they said they are having different stuff in mind. But actually I would not like win rate being removed and stats also being removed. But we will still have to see what is up to come there, and I will also, of course, tell you everything. Maybe it will take until the 23rd. Can I get some help? Yes. WZ, you just messed up. Come on, don't shield. No, don't shield, don't shield, don't. Dumbo. And now it's even bouncing. I should get back. I will get pushed onto. We just need to survive because of cap points. Oh, nice. 900 points. I'll just have to get back here. Maybe I can one-shot a 268 if he's pushing in. And we win anyway some points. Not much that they could do about it. Alright, and point win. Good. Will medals be removed? And guys, I cannot talk about anything that has not been announced in public yet. I can talk about what has been leaked. I can talk about what has been announced. I can talk about what Wargaming has been putting out in comments on Discord. That's it. So if I don't know about if something like medals has been talked about, then I won't comment on that. Also, if they bring national crew voices back, I won't mind about commanders. Actually, what's that? BZ? No, I don't want that. Actually, I don't know if I can just tell about what my feed. Yeah, I can tell about it. I was saying to Wargaming, just insert an option in the settings where you can choose between national crew voices and standard crew voices, or also commanders. Also maybe a button to turn off and on commanders in the garage, and I think that would solve 90% of the negative feedback that people are bringing to us here on my comments especially. When we will get test invitation, I think there was some information about like 23rd or so as well. Not sure though. Ah, come on. So many offers. I fully upgraded all crew skills. Does that mean I will get all commanders fully upgraded? To my understanding, so far, 3 to 4 commanders fully upgraded. And then you wouldn't be able to proceed anymore without grinding. That's what I know so far, and that might still change. Wargaming is, of course, testing the whole transfer event with the not open test. How's it called? Ultra test. They are specifically testing for seeing how people transfer their resources, if people feel fairly compensated for that, and then they will make some decisions if they have to make some adjustments, just so people are happy still. Just about that. So if stuff is not 100%, oh my. If stuff is not 100% fine at the start, then of course they might still make some changes there. I don't like having this guy to the side as I cannot push forward. And look at my teammates, they will do some horrible stuff there. Oh my. They should really not be down there. They need the high ground, otherwise they are useless. Man, what can I do? I will just get back, I guess. Maybe I can also crossfire here. Otherwise, I will move towards the middle, try to fight the BZ. Yes. Let's go. Hello there. I just shot perfect. Noise. I think he also has some pretty bad DPM. I mean, it's a 500 alpha tier 9 medium tank. Although I don't know the exact alpha, to be honest. Good. Onto the Leo, maybe? I will still stay on my own side, might still be risky to move forwards. Huh. Good. Oh. They still have the 183 somewhere. He was... Yeah... Okay, he was also there where the Leo is now. No, he moved up, okay. Grill it down there. Should be fine then. Ah, of course he has a house. No. House is over there, okay. Might be one shot now. Grill that. we... Yes. Go. Good. In Oza saying, in my opinion, biggest issue here, telling that tier 8 will come and nobody talks about top tier collectors. If I know there will be new top tier, I would never invest in top tier collectors. Fair point, but I did not say that tier 8 will come. They did say that there might potentially be a tier 8 or so in the future. But I think that's what Wargaming said ever since they existed. They might bring a tier 11, but it's very unlikely. Maybe they shifted away a bit from that. Do not say anymore that it is unlikely. But of course, for now, they are very invested on just bringing the old game or the current game into the new onto the new engine, making stuff work, making stuff HD, PBR, you name it, making stuff look good, and just making stuff feel good as well, making stuff balance again with the new engine and with all the new features. After that, they have so many more options. That's also why they switched over to Unreal Engine, because there are a lot more opportunities for them, as it is a lot more flexible than the old engine which they had. You've got to understand, the old engine that we are still playing on is over 10 years old. It's super old at this point, and there have been so many programmers working on it that Wargaming cannot really just change anything anymore, because it's just a huge patchwork, and one little change might break everything. Which is a real reason why they did not make certain changes. It's seemingly easy to do, but they just cannot fix it anymore because it got to be too complicated. Too many chefs ruining the soup, basically. So there's that. And with Unreal Engine, they have some new system that allows them to quickly implement whatever they feel like is going to benefit the game. That might be a tier 8, but so far I think they are not really thinking that far ahead yet. They have a lot of stuff in the making, a lot of plans that they talked about already, but most of it they are not necessarily going for. They just have it on the list somewhere. Maybe they're going for it, maybe not. They will see. Basically like that. Ouch. Okay, I don't like fighting against an E50M hull down. I mean, I can... No, I mean, I tried to switch over to AP again. Now I also have to be worried about... Oh, no, sure. Why did I even go for the middle? I never do this, actually, with a tank that's not having armor. Even with armor, I'm not doing this. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, I should have just run away towards my own spawn again, and that would have been fine. No. We wanted some new tank graphics, not 1000 changes to the game no one asked for. But just because no one asked for it, it doesn't mean everything has to be remaining the same. With all honesty, I would not be playing the game anymore if it was the exact same as we've had 8-9 years ago. I don't know how long I've been playing. But the game changed a lot since then. Not only graphic updates, but we also had big balance updates. Nowadays we're getting them quite frequently. We have a lot of new stuff implemented since then. To be honest, if you ask me what is actually really new, we had, for example, special consumables. Let's not even talk about fantasy tanks, but just special consumables also have a big impact. They are also quite controversial. Some people really dislike them. I personally like them. Like this one has reticle calibration and tracer shells. That as well. In my opinion, they can be really fun. It's not like they would be broken, but they can really make a tank better. And they are also tricky to make use of. You've got to focus on how do you use them properly. That's what I like about it. Also there's the special, how's it called, gunpowder to make the shells fly faster. it still feels like a good tank, like the 140 back in the day, but actually a bit more interesting to me because it has some special stuff where I have to think about when do I really want to use it. Here I want to use reticle calibration because I know that I can definitely hit after that. And there's more stuff like that where I have to think about when to use it just to not waste it. Otherwise I would waste a repair kit if I just went for some special consumable and use it at a bad time. Can we go in, please? Okay. Can I? No. Nice, a shot. I should still have one more. What do you guys feel like about special consumables? Are they bad to you? Oh, I hope there is no TD behind me. I honestly don't know. Okay, I thought I would have to take the shot and just wanted to avoid getting HE'd, but it's fine. Good. Again, using vertical calibration here can be super helpful if used at the right time. Oh, that's it. Hey, Lewis as well. Reactive armor sucks. Love them apart from reactive. Yes, I can feel you. Honestly, it's quite annoying. And I really don't like this consumable. It is something that makes a tank stronger, for sure. In tournaments, it is totally common that every tank getting reactive armor is immediately becoming meta tank, basically. But it doesn't add any fun to the game. You don't feel great for getting 20% less damage or 27% less damage. That's really not like it would make you celebrate. A high roll on tungsten rounds is maybe feeling better. Yeah, it is feeling better than reactive armor, definitely. You put out damage and you're always happy about damage and not the damage you take. And you cannot say I'm 27% less happy about a shot that I take because you have reactive armor enabled. Nah, not exactly. It doesn't work like that. Random Operative was still asking, will Wargaming allow us to mod the game after the update? Just yes or no, please, I need to know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, Wargaming does, with a new engine, they are obviously also shutting down a lot of mods because the mods work with the old engine only. Maybe you can look up online if there are other games on Unreal Engine 5 that allow mods. Because it will be the same system. From what I've heard, it might be, just from other users, from what I've heard, it might be a bit more closed, which is also in the interest of the company to not allow any mods that might break the game, that might just make the gaming experience worse for anyone. And of course you don't want hackers, you don't want anyone leaking stuff either, because some stuff is getting tested. I feel like they are going to come back. They're all sitting in spawn and suddenly YOLOing in. Yeah. I see, guys. I see what you're doing there. Weirdos. Nice. Oh, 490. Is that the Minotauro? Does he have 490? I think so, right? Yeah, must be Mino. Bow. Oh. Okay, let's move up here to get to the back of the M60. Oh, he's also smart about it. Yep. Oh. Put that wall there, man. Yeah, E100 to my front, XM to my side. And E100 is also covered by the Mino, so I cannot circle there. No. He can shoot me. Nice. Popabanya. Okay, I can still farm a little bit. Let's shoot the rear for the fuel tank. Maybe I get a fire, if I'm lucky. Okay, no track. There we go. Yes, burn. Nice. Hey, NetForce as well, and everyone else. Good evening, guys. I can see a lot of people watching right now. I'm pleased to have all of you here. If you feel like enjoying the content, by the way, and feel like anything of what I say is at least a little bit helpful, please consider leaving a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you're new. Did Wargaming say anything about compensation for equipment? Equipment will still be there. It's going to be in the same place as we're used to, just looking a bit different. And then there's another question. Any words on journeys, or has this been answered? There will be journeys, of course, but there might be a little pause for the start. But of course they will be coming as well. What should I play? Maybe M60. Pure Cyan, does the game it will be easier for devices to run it because of new engine? I mean, new techniques optimized for new hardware should help run it smoother. You should not expect it to run smoother than the current game. I think that I can say so far. But I don't know if you will get... I mean, every game, every device will still be covered as it is right now. Not sure if it is going to make a difference if you play on low graphic settings. That the game will be looking better then. I assume so. Oh crap. Let's attack. Maybe no. Maybe I will just rather run away. There's so many people on A. Let me just get over to the right side and kill those. Oh, there's even more. Oh my. Now I'm standing in the open to the TD position. Ah! Yes. Was it blind? Yeah, sure. It was blind, yes. Okay, I'm a lot more useless than I thought I would be. But my teammates are making good progress on the other side at least. It's only been the second shot I put out, crazy. Let me move forwards. Maybe this guy, yes. There's still 183 camping in the back somewhere. To the right side, probably. Oh, okay. But at least I know that he is not in my back. I'm dumb. Why do I not just aim? Hey, there we go. Yeah, let's keep shooting this guy. All my teammates are going for him anyways. Good. No, my gun flipped up. Ah. Right. Any word on how tourneys will work, or has this been answered? I think you should not expect them to work any differently than what we're used to. Maybe there will be some changes, but I don't know any details about tournaments there, to be honest. I heard the next update will be massive, but you know what else is massive? I don't come up with a witty joke right now. No Swedish crew voices. Well, one of the commanders has a Swedish accent, I think. I think someone said that. Good. We should be fine over here. Okay. But those guys are just running into our middle, where we can kill them quite easily. Let's go. The low taper fade, okay. Oh, nice, 500. Alright. How's it looking on the other side? Every 405 pushed into the back of the enemies. And he's dead. I will just take the base right now because we might potentially need it. I don't really think so though. Come on. Nice. Come on. Stop shielding him. Nice. Let me actually spot the left side because the gorilla might pop up over there. Or was it 268? Yeah, 268. There he is. Please don't pen my turret. Okay. Still waiting for the Latin voice. I think I can just go in. Yes. Oh my gosh, what this song. Away with it. Can I? No. And Ghostface also getting wrecked. Alright. Main point is on running game on flagship processor on highest setting, but eventually phone gets not even though graphics are 10-year-old. Honestly, I cannot tell you about optimization in detail. The game will be definitely running, but if it's going to be better. Also, I don't think the optimization at this point is final yet. Of course, we will still get a test client quite soon, in about a week. That is also not going to be the same test client that I'm having right now. What am I playing? Murat. Okay. But actually, I'm mostly excited about the graphics, honestly. Graphics updates and also the commander skills, they will be interesting, honestly. Just for the gameplay, I think we're getting some new stuff again. And we've not gotten any really new stuff in a while. Also, of course, you have to think of us having gotten new tanks of all sorts. We've got like auto loaders first, and we got auto reloaders, and we got special mechanics, we got special skills. But at some point, wargaming cannot any really new stuff like that anymore. They are exhausting all the options, all the possibilities that they can go for. At some point, if they add new stuff, they would break the game. They cannot do that. So they have to think of something completely different to what we have to keep the game interesting for the future and keep innovating. What the heck are the enemies doing there? And that's where the commanders come into play. And I think that's a good solution, honestly. Stuff like graphics and also balance that can still be decided later on. I don't like what I'm seeing, but I can take this guy out. What's actually wrong with these YOLO bots here? The team is right to spread out here. Hopefully the VZ is winning against the Kran. Should be. They keep YOLOing. Do I get help? Yes. That's also not good. Maybe I'm actually going to run away here. Try to kill the 140. Or maybe he's overpeaking. And then Concept may be able to kill him. No, it's just falling back and blocking my way. Nice. Instead of continuing to focus fire and fight. Oh no, man. Seriously. No way that the enemies win with this kind of brainless YOLO move. Yeah. I was just thinking maybe I can help the KPs at 50T with the 140, while the Concept is still helping out in the back. If the enemies moved into the middle, they should have gotten punished quite heavily early on already. Unfortunately, that was not happening at all. Not an enjoyable game. Not at all. Spessy, maybe? Let's see. Are they still training? So many guys online? Probably, yeah. B-Love, Aqua. Okay. Then I don't need to request platoons there. I'm not sure who's playing ratings or so. Okay. Stream lag. Actually, my stream is fine. 0 frames dropped or so. Maybe there was some lag on the iPad screen. That can be happening occasionally. Falcon asking, I wonder how they will let us test it. Will we like have to download the game again, or will it happen automatically if you apply it? Because if that's not the case, then mobile users cannot test UE5. Of course, you will have to download an extra client. If you have never done so, there is an app from Apple called Test Flight that is just there to deliver some betas. Please don't shoot me. And you will just get a link, and then you can install the new app. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're on Apple, then it will be test flight. If you are on some other platform, it might be something else, of course. Very much possible. Like installing any other app or whatever. Like program on PC, it doesn't matter what you're applying on. Hi, Battle Sport. No, can I move up or is it too greedy? I think I could just move behind them. But might still have to be careful, actually. So let's get over this ridge line. Nice. Ah. What was that? What? Someone remained unspotted upon shooting? 183 was there, right? What? Okay. I guess I'm fine. Nice. Nice. Alright. Which way is he looking? Of course he's looking to me. Or at me. But maybe I can track if he's coming around the corner. Okay. Android and Win, no problem. No, that's no problem at all with testing something like that. Neither on Apple nor elsewhere. Flinkerfried saying, I don't know much about the commander system, the whole interface I've seen in the trailer was enough for me to know about. Please look at the video that I released yesterday, because the interface, you've not really seen the interface on the trailer. There has been, like what you've seen the garage, and the garage makes you nope out just because there's one person next to the tank. Like, it's not really a good argument. If I go into my storage appearance, let's go for something fancy. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Can I? Oh, it's already installed. Okay. Okay. Where is it? There's a cat in my garage now. Does that make you know about? Is that already too much? Just one cat? Just one little thing in the garage that completely break the game. You won't notice it in-game, in the battles. You won't notice it wherever. You just see like some weird commander. Might be weird. I don't even feel like they are super weird. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of the subway surfers. People there, or Apex heroes, I don't know what they're called. Let's go for a heavy then to accompany this tank. Maybe 50B? No, let's go for something simple. Commanders look too cartoonish for my taste. That's an evolution of the game I've been disliking for a long time, as well as the garage interface is just special. Yeah, of course, there is an argument to be made about those commanders not being realistic and just being a bit more fantasy-like. And I think that's also, when we're looking at the new maps, wargaming is, first of all, moving away from the Soviet era, Soviet brown houses and stuff, and going more for some more European maps. and just generally making stuff a little bit more colorful, a bit more uplifting. I can really not say that that's a bad thing in my opinion. Oh, 200? I thought I was on heat. Suddenly only 200 damage. Was like, what the hell is this win roll? Or low roll? That shot definitely didn't come well. Let me either go to the left, should we get 90? No, I'm going to the city. I'm useless here. Do you know if they are changing matchmaking and how? They are not changing the standard matchmaking. They are changing rating games though. That they already mentioned. I cannot tell you about which changes they're implementing there. That will probably be released on the 23rd, and then I will also put out a video about that as well. But definitely some interesting stuff incoming with the rating games as well, and they mentioned something about skill-based matchmaking being reworked as well that I honestly don't even know about yet. So yeah, I will also still get some information and then be able to judge it. Some of the info I got was also still a lot earlier, like months ago. And they might have still made some changes that I can really not judge yet. So yeah, even if I know some stuff, I will have to be open to how they adjust it upon feedback. Ah, of course he gets unspotted. Okay. Anton. Hate when they aren't making the stream on a weekend. Well, you don't have to watch the stream live. And also, you know, I will just cover it in a video, so you don't have to watch the entire thing anyways. I'm just hiding here so he does not shoot heat into me. With AP he might struggle a bit more. I missed the height. Okay. If I never play game modes, then right now I wouldn't have only 8k battles. I just am not consistent and I'm inefficient over time and just get bored easily. Well, I guess then the new changes are also good for you. I personally never really played a lot of special game modes actually. How long the test will last, I don't know. Usually it's not more than a couple of days, maybe a week. But there might be more interest this time. So yeah, I don't know. You will still hear about that very soon. Don't worry. Are we going mid side? Yeah. I mean, we could have also just pushed heavy side, but honestly, probably better to go medium side. If the enemies already have a medium lineup, then... In the worst case, there's nothing on a heavy side at all then. Okay. It's maybe... Yes. Hopefully I don't take one, and I do. Fine trading one time like this. No need to go for reactive armor because I'm not going to get shot multiple times here. Okay, here I think I will go for it. Nice. Yep, go for me please. I don't mind. Come on, nice. I think I will immediately turn around. Expecting XM to have the kill shot? No, okay. Okay, then I will turn. Should I just switch to console? I don't know. I don't even know what the game on console looks like. But I think it's quite similar to the new version. It also has commanders like that. Okay, 20 seconds for reactive. Am I fine? Is my sight fine? Ah! Come on. Good. And I can get behind those guys, then... I will be in the test wargaming... What? Wait. Wargaming will need to know how the new game performs with excessive fuel loss. Yeah, of course, it's super important that most of you, or many of you, do test as well. I mean, they need data. They need to feed on the data, need to know what's actually going on. Only works if people are testing. And it also, of course, helps that a lot of people are then delivering some constructive feedback, telling what is actually good or bad about it, and not just, meh, so sucks, hate it. And then they cannot get far, cannot make any good changes. Well, considering now YOLOing will be even more effective, which is basically making every server like an A. Based on what? Based on commanders. I've heard some people read that. I've heard some people say that on the comments that I read, and it did not really make sense to me. Yes, there will be higher damage output to mediums, especially maybe heavy tanks as well, but also. If a heavy tank takes that one commander which grants 20% more hit points, it will be a lot harder to kill. So if that gets to be popular, which I would assume if it is not getting nerfed, then you're really having a situation where YOLOing isn't possible at all anymore. Oh crap. Also, TTs get stronger with better camouflage while everyone else loses camouflage value. And TDs get better accuracy, so heavy stronger, TD stronger. Mediums get higher damage output, but like that you won't get any great pushes in. My concern has rather been that people cannot be pushing at all anymore. Oh, come on, gun. Okay, my platoon mate is also losing too many hit points. I will back off here. Nice. No. Okay. Did he get my cupola? No, lower plate. Yeah, I'm overextending quite a bit here. Where is beer for relaxing? I don't have any beer. Wait, didn't I make a drink? I made a drink and completely forgot about it. I guess I'm risky, and the ice is now water. Crap. I guess I will get that. Reactive armor for the win. No. Nice. Let me quickly get my water, very risky. Okay. Let's go for something more fun, maybe. Water. Heavies are getting nerfed even though they're getting a buff. Mets and lights will be machine guns and TDs will be straight up idiocy. No. Heavies getting 20% more hit points or more armor and better accuracy, better damage output. They are definitely also getting buffed. 20% is huge. Honestly. I don't see them getting nerfed. Mobility just straight better than super heavy armor these days, thanks to Kali buff. Well, it will actually also be interesting to see how the... Wait a second, I gotta focus on shooting. How the armor buff of the one command of 5% will impact the actual armor profile. I don't know. It's too early to judge for me. Oh no. Oh, crap. We can still kill him though. I thought it was more to the more speaking German. Thought it was more to the right side. Looked like there were all the heavies going right. Now I'm a little bit afraid of being stuck here. Okay. Oh, can you please kill him? I waited for FV to be reloaded, actually. That took too long. To be honest, our push was just running into too many tanks here. Execution wasn't great. Sure. Also, our team died on every side, basically. I hope the commanders help the heavy class to stay relevant. Honestly, I think that the heavies are fine. But it's always very hard to judge the final balancing based on just a couple of numbers that you get. We've had multiple big rebalancings, and always it has been so tricky to judge the final outcome. You know how it goes if you try to make a prediction. As someone who's just putting out content, I of course dive into all the information that we're having available. I'm spending a lot of time trying to understand the balancing, trying to understand which tank gets better, which tank gets worse. and then trying to make a prediction on which tanks are going to be the best afterwards. Try that multiple times, or even if it's just one new tank. I try to go through all the stats and try to come up with a prediction then. And it might take, even if I play it for 20-30 games, I might think that I have a good idea of what the tank actually feels like. But in the end, it might be completely different then. Just because I missed one little number, there's one little figure that I did not really put too much emphasis on. Can have a massive impact. Like the Streetswagen had 150 more hit points than other similar tanks, and that made it a lot better actually. Which I totally did not expect. In a big rebalancing where you have so many tanks changing values, that it's almost impossible to predict accurately what is actually happening there to the meta. And I'm acknowledging that I failed there occasionally, or often I failed. And even everyone else fails. If you see the tournament players, they also have some assumptions of what is going to be good, of course. But they test. They test for a couple of months, and then the big tournament comes, and in the end, the meta might look completely different to what it looked like at the start. So don't be fooled by any YouTubers nor your own perception in thinking that you would have... Where the heck is my team? That you would be able to just predict easily what is going to happen. It's really not easy. So yeah, in the end you have to test, see what's going to happen. Wargaming will also have to collect some testing data. And then they are making changes to keep stuff balanced. Or shift it into one or the other direction, which is then intended. Of course, it won't be 100% balanced necessarily, because that's not necessarily the thing that Wargaming is trying to go for. They don't want to keep the meta in the same way. Same thing with every big rebalancing. They want to change the meta a little bit as well, to keep stuff interesting. Ding. Okay. Modern tanks. I don't know if they're going to be modern tanks. I wouldn't mind. I would be fine with that. I would, but you know, I don't mind even fantasy tanks or some more unrealistic tanks. I don't really like the fantasy road in Blitz either, that I can say. But I don't care if a WZ-111-5A ever existed in the way that it is in the game. Most of the tier 10 tanks are just based on blueprints anyways. Some of them never got built in real life. Good luck, Yolo Mouse is gonna have 3.6k hit points. Yeah, so much about just heavies getting worse. 3.6k hit points, even if the enemy has 10% better DPM or so. I've got to work through 20% more hit points then. I would not predict that heavies are going to be worse. Some heavies might be impenetrable then, with 5% more armor as well. And they have higher damage output. Okay, I can just take out Sheridan maybe? Nope. What? Oh, nice. Okay, I will take him. And I almost hit the gun, actually. With heat, of course, I would not have been able to penetrate the gun. Let's take out a medium first. Or at least shoot him down to one shot for my platoon mate. Good. Definitely would pick modern over fantasy at this point, since we have so many silly fantasy tanks already. Yeah, I'm with you there. I would like some modern stuff. I actually also like a lot of sci-fi stuff. And honestly, I was also looking for sci-fi games in the past already. In the end, ended up with a World War II game. But the perfect game does not exist. There they are, okay. Are they AFK? Or Jagdtiger might be AFK. Just imagine buying old season tanks. Or buying Abrams for 40k gold and fantasy camo. Fantasy A camo? What does that mean? Actually, when I feel old now. I was seeing that earlier already. Someone writing A for somehow seemingly no reason in the middle of a sentence. Fantasy A camo. What does that mean? Is it like some weird grammar for bad fantasy camo? Then again, they put the old season tanks in here for like 100k gold. Is anything possible? Let's not talk about season tanks. I don't know why they are that costly. Also extremely excited about the tanks this season because it's extremely resembled to modern medium main battle tanks, right? Not medium, main battle tanks. I've not seen the seasonal tanks.
Holy moly!
Flossie ___ super chatted €3 and 35 cents. Yo,
Flossie.
did WG say if all the maps were getting updated visuals right as the update drops?
Thanks for the dono. And no, they did not say anything like that. Of course, no, they did not disclose any information, so I cannot talk about it yet. Actually, Flossie, haven't you been on a CC meeting? There they talked about the maps as well, but actually they did not disclose any information publicly, so I'm not able to talk about it. Trying to get me to break the NDA. Nope. But you know what I think, what I can say is that Wargaming has recently only occasionally put out new maps or reworked old maps, and also occasionally they just swapped out maps, meaning that not all the games are in the game at any given time, which is also something that we can potentially expect for the future then. Would not be surprising, right? Actually, no comment has mentioned the duck as a light bulb. As we were testing, we were actually having some fun with that. I think we can just push them out. Oops, adrenaline too early. That's the wrong button. I'm misclicking a lot today. Oh! Turning around.
moly!
Wrench Jeff super chatted €4.84. Flossie, did you fall asleep in the meetings? Cold sweat smile.
Come on, Candy Person. Man. And now my platoon mate is dying. I'm running into the FV. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh. How could I forget about this guy? Ooh. Wrench Jeff. Thanks a lot as well. I think Flossie was asleep. Well, I don't really think we're winning this game. But maybe. We have 2 caps. We're still having hit points. Leo was a one-shot. Oh, driver! Oh my. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Holy moly!
Oh my gosh, I misclicked.
Flossie underscore
my.
super chatted €3.35. That was the worst timed meeting. I was there for like 5 minutes, so I missed everything because I had college classes. Sorry, not trying to break NDA. Skeptical smiley face.
Skeptical smiley face. Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, let me just try to defend A, maybe. As they are all coming for me, I might be able to kill that guy on A. Potentially. And then I get this kind of crappy RNG. -1. Well, actually, it looks like he was reloading. But I won't be able to finish him. He's going to have the clip ready soon. So I will need a bit of luck, maybe. A bit more. Nah. Nah. Okay, so you were in college classes. College classes doing blitz meetings. Floss is Canadian. Since the meeting was in English, he didn't speak the language. Ah, yeah. Damn French. I guess, I mean, if you are having college classes, and you're probably in Western Canada. Might also be Eastern, of course, with a time delay. Stream snipe. Yes. '52nd state soon. Wait, wouldn't it be the 51st? Does the US have 50 or 51 states? I'm kind of sure it's 50, right? You're confusing me. Let's try to take a good hold-on spot over here. I don't really want to push into the C cap there, because there I would be quite exposed. It would be totally in the open. But actually... let's keep going. Get behind, maybe go for 2-6 side. I think the 2-6 side is a great solution. And Fosh. They're still fighting the Vino, and I can just get behind there. Oh, nice pen. Oppa. Yeah, okay, I'm not too happy with my choices anymore. Kinda not. Hyro, please. Oh my gosh. 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 What the heck is happening here? What the actual... Oh, I get the gun depression there. Like, what? 4 enemies turning for me? The Rhino died a bit faster than I anticipated. I thought maybe it would still survive for a couple more seconds so I could just get behind. Flossie in Ontario. Get time zones wrong. Was expecting it to happen after Guitar, but I didn't. Ah, okay, okay. EST, that's a bit east, and I don't really know where Ontario is right now. We have to Google it. Ah, okay, yeah, it is the east, yes. Above there are the big lakes there. I've recently seen some nice video footage of those lakes, like really large waves. Did not really expect that they would be existing there. Okay, heavy. What am I going for? BZ. Hey, Waben.
Wrench Jeff super chatted €4.84. On a serious note, thanks for helping us understand the upcoming changes as much as you can and are allowed to N9. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated comment. And Dono as well, thank you. Yeah, of course, I'm always trying to explain as much as I can without just breaking NDA, but also, I mean, I'm trying my best to stay honest about all the stuff, all the criticism. Even if you don't believe me. I'm not getting paid for my opinions, not getting paid for my content either. Nor for testing or delivering feedback. Getting a bit of gold as a CC. That's it. Oh no. There are 2 over here. Don't circle. Okay. What's up with these campers? Let's see if maybe I cheat a lower plate. Yeah, your reactive armor doesn't do anything there. Come on. Please. Okay, okay, I thought he was just going to quit. Good. Yep. Nice. A big HE incoming on our next shot. Ouch. I think I should have the next shot. Nah. Not going to work. Noise 4K and TVP is also dead. Maybe a last one. Nah, okay, it's dead as well. I'm Italian. Deep Purple saying, must be hard trying to not give too much information, but enough information at the same time. Yeah, you cannot imagine how hard the situation is right now. You know, I have tested, I have delivered feedback, I basically know everything, but just in a work in progress stage. Everything might still be changing. And at the same time, there is a huge amount of drama, mostly based on speculation, which I cannot talk about. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that I can just simply ignore, but there's also a lot of criticism based on speculation about what might change, what is actually not happening. And I cannot even disagree with that then. I'm not allowed to. And the rules are basically that I need to wait for Wargaming to give me permission to talk about something, or if some information becomes public because it got leaked or because Wargaming talked about it in public, then I can talk about it as well. Yeah. So that makes things quite a lot, quite complicated at this point, as we are having so much information constantly being released on Discord, also by the Wargaming devs. They don't announce all that stuff. Then I'm just suddenly seeing, oh well, there is suddenly a lot of drama around some comment by Alexandra that I have no clue about, or I'm discussing about something, trying to calm people down, and suddenly I see, oh, comments by Wargaming employees about that stuff, telling about how it's going to be, and then I have to completely rearrange my thoughts. I think of how I can. I'm not going to say I'm going to sell that point. Of course, in the context of a discussion, I'm selling a point, but you know, I'm not trying to sell anything to you guys because I'm not making any profit from Wargaming's profit. That is not what I'm there for. Hi, Peter. Nope. No, don't tell me it's shielding the lower plate perfectly. Okay. Oh, that took me so much damage. Yeah, it cost me so much each point. So many. Gosh, I thought we were just going forwards. Don't tell me they actually went down. Why did you go down there? What for? Maybe Reno? Oh. Yeah, might get killed. Why did you go down? Like, seriously, that's horrible. Yeah, you can get pushed and cannot run away. And we had such nice positions up here, actually. Yeah. Why? Congrats. It took you like 2 minutes to take out 263. What are you discussing about? I look Italian to you? What? I've once heard that I look like a Russian, but I never heard that I look like an Italian. I don't know why. I imagine all Italians to look much better than me. Back to topic UE5. Yeah, please. Or just back to topic of whatever you want to discuss. Oh, in case you did not know, I'm German, and I probably have my roots somewhere here as well, maybe a bit Eastern, Czech or so, or Polish, both, definitely both, but I don't know. Guys, actually, as we're talking about where I'm from, where are you guys from? I know from one person now from Canada. It's always fascinating to see where people are from. Sometimes I see that on statistics. See then like people are from all kinds of countries. Always fascinating to see. Who is from the farthest place right now? I mean, Canada, Ontario, that might already win. I think a lot of people are very close to me. Somewhere around Europe, but also multiple people will be from somewhere around the Americas. Rip. Are you Russian spy? Yeah, Yet. Croatia. Yeah, also beautiful. I've done some vacations there as well. Storm Labas asking if the game footage was yours. Yeah, that was me playing on the test client already, like pre-main test client, pre-UT test, Unreal test, Ultra test. That's what they call it. So I've been playing the game already. I think I can say that. Why am I actually playing Chinese tanks all the time? I don't like Chinese tanks. Let me go for... you know what? In my tired mood, and I'm even slightly drunk from just half a glass of whiskey because I'm not used to drinking anymore. Let's pick something easy to play. What else do we have there? Krypton from Southwest Virginia. Benjamin from Indiana. Storm, yeah, Lithuania. Yes, I know. Wait, why am I going left side? I don't want to go left. Darkman's from Mars. Yes. I knew that as well. Obviously, by the looks of your face, you just kind of... I don't know. Maybe it's a scented eye you've got on your chest. Is there only one? Yes. One that we know of. One heavy on the other side, or there could be another heavy and some TD over here, but honestly I'm not too afraid of that. Okay, my platoon mate will be able to finish him off unless he gets wrecked by everything. OMG. Yeah, we can still win this. No problem, enemy supports. Maybe do I have to reconsider my decisions? I will just move in so they focus me. Actually, let's try to bounce off the E100. Ouch. Okay. But we killed two, and this one's also not going to last longer. Oh, no, 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 don't shoot my engine deck. Oh, yes, do it like that. Nice. Kinda close. They still have 268 somewhere. Oh, we've had a Kranwagen trying to help us as well. No idea what he has been doing. Not much. Get a heart attack, yes. I can understand that. U100 and Gorilla coming out of nowhere there suddenly. Another one from Ontario. Already two. Alright, alright. Guys, exchange numbers, so I don't know. If two people from Ontario are watching here on this little channel, then you must have something in common. Alright. No Texas here. No, we've got Peter from Austin, Texas. Storm asking, was it me or the graphics looks a bit childish like? I mean, not as realistic as now. I can tell you that's only on the trailer because they showed a lot of footage that's not linked to the actual game.
Holy moly!
Fast_times became a member.
Holy moly!
Top Recorder became a member.
Holy moly!
MFN
Wait a
became
moment.
a member.
Darkman, thank you.
Holy moly!
Mayonnaise became a member.
Holy moly!
Martin Prince became a member.
Alright, thank you Darkman again for all the gifted memberships. Okay, let me just quickly keep up with the chat there. Did my game crash? No. Pretty remote where I live until recently. It was like 2-hour round trip for groceries. For groceries, 2 hours. Man, then your fuel costs more than the groceries themselves. Unless you live in America. Krypton, where are you from? I mean, 2 hours for groceries is crazy. I walk 7 minutes. Bike ride of 3 minutes. So just locking the bike takes longer than if I was actually walking. Also, okay. Let me just proceed my push here. Try to catch that 2D maybe. Oh, actually this is a stupid decision I'm going for right now. To push even further here, as I already know that
Holy
enemies are down there.
Flossy
Yeah, I'll take some damage.
___ super chatted €1.34. Also, if you have time to chat after the stream, let me know. Grin.
Oh, actually let me know. LMK was actually translated. Grin. Thanks again. Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess I have. I do. Can I get rid of this dude, please? Problem is, I now need an AP to hire, do not low roll. Okay, nice, that worked. Thought I wouldn't be able to make it in Facehack. Command that, yes. No way, we've got all 3 caps right now. And managed to outrate the enemies. And actually my YouTube page just crashed. Cannot read the chat for a moment. Nah. Go away. What the hell? There's a fountain in the middle. No points. No way. Or maybe. Yes. Each kill adds an extra second or so. So that luckily still worked. Okay, let me just quickly refresh YouTube. Somehow recently, once per stream, my YouTube page crashes. Oh, by the way, I just realized as I opened my YouTube studio that we are at 7,995 subs. Only 5 more for the 8K. So despite all the negative feedback on the recent video, still a couple of people enjoyed it enough to subscribe apparently. Okay, let me quickly open the chat again. So yeah, in case you've not subscribed yet, I would be happy if you did. And would be happy to see you back on the next streams as well, next videos and stuff like that. Let me pop out the chat again. Chat to the face. Yes, back it is. All right, next one. Krypton was talking about his long path to the grocery store. But 2,000 feet above sea level, 2,000 feet, that's... Okay, that's 600 meters, so it's actually not super high, but still mountain area somehow. Hi, Ento. Okay. First move on this map for me often is just going over here to see if anyone's crossing over into the cap maybe, or just going down like this dude. Okay, not really getting him. But I don't really like facing a hull down E3. I might fall back so my TDs can shoot him. My platoon mate isn't having a great time. Yeah, in this case, moving over to the other side doesn't really make sense for me. Ah, shit. You know what I can do? Oh, I'm going to go for some really weird move right now. There are like 4, 5 people here. You know, I'm just moving through. Come on. I'm just going all the way through. Ooh, okay, AV just shot. Kran is coming for me, but maybe my TDs can shoot him. And AV already shot. But I don't think I can get the bad shit now. Let's hide. Can my teammates maybe also do something, please? I've got so many people being busy with me. Yes, teammates are coming in. Nice. I want a damn bad shit out of the fight, actually. Or the Yoda would also be nice if I could get him. Yes. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, this move that I just did. Batchet is still alive. Problem is that I'm not really having backup and the Kran can just reload 2 shots and push me. Potentially can also high roll me. So I'm going to get down here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This was such a weird YOLO move I did. No. Whew. And again, I do the same thing again. Crossing sides. Dragging enemies away from the main fight. Okay, I'm not going to escape this one. But maybe I can block him in place if he drops down. He actually failed. Okay, I'm going to die here. I cannot escape there. Just try to block him a little bit maybe, but I actually was not really able to do so. Come on, HE to the roof. HE to the roof. Nah. We're not having the points right now. But T-57 will have the Kranwagen. If he just decides to go in, it will be fine. Maybe Progetto can also pick him up. Would be nice though if the projectile did not go. They're moving into the same direction now. That's bad. Because like this, they are both facing the same side of the crown, meaning he can avoid them quite easily by just pointing his side to one. And also, okay, nice. Also the E3 is in the middle. So guys, just take the base and you're fine. Then it is easy against an E3 with 40 hit points and no mobility. Yes, just take the cap, please. Good. Good. Let's go for garage. Nothing more happening now. Okay, I kind of thought that my platoon mate would already be in the garage. Let me go for something else, maybe 260. Let me see the chat again. I love this game. It's so weird. You know, I've got 150,000 games or more than that at this point. And even right now, there's still games that I've never ever had before. Like this one. I was just pushing into the enemy spawn to avoid the push and pushing back into my own spawn. Dumitru asking any ideas if we will be able to still buy all the researchable tanks, research tanks. Yes, sure. You won't lose any progress. You won't be able to restore tanks anymore. That's a plan for now. I don't know if they will stick to it, but they are not going to get rid of any of your progress. They try to transfer absolutely everything. Even if some stuff might change, because it might be a bit too complicated right now. They want it to be fair. They don't want to cut off anyone. They don't want anyone to be disappointed about losing stuff that they grinded for, paid for. Oh. TPP. Okay. Yeah, quite often I can actually see some people just complaining, wargaming, just caring about money. And many people feel like wargaming would not care about us players. But, you know, I've spoken to them in person multiple times by now, and I can tell you that the wargaming cares a lot about the players actually. Oh, I don't want to drop. And also you should try to understand that wargaming only makes money if the players are happy. They don't make money from unhappy players. In business speak, customer satisfaction, that is the #1 priority. If you cannot keep your customers because they don't like what you're doing, well, you're not going to have a sustainable business. If you treat your customers like crap, they won't like you, they won't stick with you anymore. And it's not that easy to still get some new customers into the game. Of course, there can be new players, but it won't work forever. And it's easier to try to keep the customers you have than try to get a new customer base. So even if you don't absolutely understand every change, if you don't like every change, there are often good reasons for it to connect better with the audiences. Maybe. No. So don't be too worried. There's a lot of feedback on the chats right now. that wargaming definitely pays attention to. But of course, they're also a company. They need to make some money, otherwise they cannot keep continuing with the game. They got to balance out the stuff in between. You can't buy premium with gold anymore, so that is a very bad thing. I can't put real money into the game. Huh? Of course you can buy premium tanks with gold. Like even... It's... I don't know what... Even on the auction, there are all the tanks cost gold, and all these tanks cost gold. XM available for 25k right now. Actually, even if I just fulfill the the picture of some CC just selling stuff to the audiences, no, the XM is the best TD you could get at the moment. It's basically like a medium, heavium, something like that. But it's super strong. Let me actually play it. If you have the gold available, go for it. Alright. Yeah, XM66F, great gun depression, great turret armor. Good mobility and super high DPM. Only has like 420 alpha damage, I think, or 410. Not super high. But with a gun depression, look at the mobility. Ah, 38 HE damage? Come on. Nah. 400 damage? Is that T57 camping? No, it's in the front. Okay, I7 is going to be tricky. I will actually move over to A. Although the problem is that everyone's doing so right now. But hey, let's go. Just look at this mobility and this DPM as well. And again, just 2 seconds. Come on. Nice. Chieftain. They still have a Foch somewhere. Has that one been spotted? Okay, someone wants to hash me. Reaction time of doom. Like an 80-year-old man. Yeah, I get that you're there. Go away, please. Can I be hidden? Yes, I think. Okay. Running. Or trying to. No! We didn't penetrate, yeah. I always wondered why XM has 2 wind speed measures. Does it? Ah, to the front, yes. I never realized. Oh, 438 only. Come on, last shot, please. Nice. Yeah, XM. Nice fun. Yeah, I mean, wind speed measures, I don't know. I don't know why they are there. But actually, most of these games, almost all of them were solo so far. Still 75% and good damage as well. Steve saying, be gentle, I would still be 70 and reaction time isn't what it was. I'm 27. My reaction time should still be good. Well, honestly, reaction time has never been my strength. I'm more of a tactical person, someone who's good at thinking a bit more complex thoughts and rather than fast thoughts. You know, the different types of intelligence. And also, the older you get, the worse your reaction time and speed generally is. And then, of course, experience comes into play. Also in Blitz, that's also true. You don't need to be the fastest in Blitz. That's also what I really like about this game. You can just be a good player simply by knowing where to go and just understanding the tactical aspects about it. Oh, I messed up. Okay, thank you. Okay, hi Calestra. Good evening. Risky slows down your reaction time and reflexes. Yes, also the time. It's midnight now. The fuck? Hello? Okay, okay. I think I will pick it again nonetheless. I could just take him out. That YOLO was a bit too aggressive. I think there was someone else shooting me, not a D57 actually. Let me go towards the middle so I can crossfire those guys who pushed forwards. Maybe Reno first. Reno is more dangerous than the E100. Also, I'm taking the base. No, it's not supremacy. Encounter cap I don't care about. Oh, next one. Nice. Okay, so I'm at 3.5k or so. But I don't intend on taking the base here. Oh. I think I will... Yeah, now I have to back off. It's not good. Now I'm a one-shot to the heavies. And also to Sheridan. Well, critical hit. Sure. I could see that. Damn track critically damaged. Well, still I had a good game so far. Like 3.9k damage or so. Nah, come on, come on, give me one more. Bounce. Ah, if he's still left. 10 builds a day and win 100%. I'm afraid to play more games. I get that feeling. I understand it. But you know, tomorrow you have 50%, so you can also play today. To be honest, at this point, I'm not looking that much at the statistics anymore. I notice when I look at the statistics, then I'm kind of distracted and try to focus too much onto them. Today I have 77%. But really bad average damage actually for my usual stats. 3.1k. That's far beneath what I usually do. 77% is okay. I mean, I played most of the games in Platoon. Not all of them. But, you know. You can only focus on doing better. I mean, that should be the priority. Let me just switch over to something like... What do I want to play? Maybe go for some medium again. But to be honest about the 100% in 10 games, I also want to add that actually it makes sense to only play like 10, 15 games, maybe 20. But you're losing attention. You're losing the focus on the game the longer you play. So if you want the best results possible, then don't play longer than maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. I think that could also be too long already. Or you maybe know the Pomodoro method of just doing something for 25 minutes, taking a 5-minute break and continuing for 25 minutes. Of course, it also applies to Blitz. You need a lot of focus, you need a lot of attention to really be with the game and to not mess up. So in the best case, you take some breaks. You don't play for too long and you don't go for insanely long sessions, which I did in the past a lot, and also I still do. I still play really long sessions quite often. My streams are never beneath 3 hours. Often I'm streaming for 3.5 hours or so. Where am I right now? 2.5. And I already feel quite tired. No, I could just take him out. Hey, Ominous. Good. AV just shot. Let's actually go for AV. Maybe there's Leo still. Bruh, what the hell was that? And that was the side of the damn tank. Good. Oh my gosh. I'm so greedy for the damn fuel tank. Because Emil and Kranwagen, they get set on fire so easily. Anyways. Let's continue. You need to be one with the game. Ah, sentence. I would just shoot this guy and run to the others, or I can just kill him, so. Maybe not, but I don't care, I want some damage. Oh, I can get a kill. Okay, see that, yes. I can still get back to the KLPZ. Maybe I get him. Yeah. Dragon Skin Studio. I was in the game today. I do 10k games at 100%. Most likely he did not have 10k games and randoms. You know, when kind of what many people do with the rerolls is to just play one game or so in random games, and then they play ratings, and they just level everything up by just paying and play rating games. and then they can have only one game in random games with 100% win rate. But the statistics overall still show like 10k games, 100%, but almost all of them are in rating games then. So don't be too confused about these stats. If you ever seen 9 in your game, hide your fuel tanks. Yes. I'm always going for fuel tanks. In case you guys didn't know, fuel tanks have a 45% chance of getting set on fire, versus ammo racks, they have 33% or so. And generally for small guns, you cannot even ammo rack anyone on the first shot. Only works for guns that have more than 460 alpha damage. Otherwise, you don't even need to aim for the ammo rack. If you hit the ammo rack multiple times in a row, then you get a chance of ammo racking them. But still, there is a much better chance of setting them on fire. People have a repair kit, or 2 repair kits usually, that they use for repairing the ammo rack, definitely, while they don't repair their fuel tank, and they only have 1 fire extinguisher as well. So I think there's very good reason to go for the fire or the fuel tank instead of the ammo rack. Much more likely to get the damage. I'm at 0 damage so far. Let's go. And the fuel tank usually or always sits on the opposite side of the turret. So if the turret is in the front, the fuel tank will be in the back. If the turret is in the back, like on the VK90 or the mouse, then the fuel tank sits in the front. What the hell is shooting me? Damn yo. Yep. Hey, OG. Falcon saying, okay, so I need to know where to hit. I also need the luck to hit where I aim. And I also need to play a tank with a specific amount of alpha and caliber. Bro, yeah. Yeah, if you are having a high alpha damage, then you're having a much better chance of destroying some modules. In tournaments, you can see this quite often if there is a meta where you have some TDs or some 60 TPs we've had in the past. They have a huge chance of ammo racking the enemy. The highest chance of an ammo rack or destruction of modules has a 183, because it also depends on the alpha damage. Oh, definitely it does depend on the alpha damage, mostly. And what is the chance of an ammo rack? The 183 has like 27% of an immediate ammo rack when hitting someone. But it also depends on the tank, because each tank has some certain amount of module hit points. So the amount of hit points per module differ there. Therefore, some tanks are just having some slightly better armor racks as well. But mostly it's not that much about a chance of the armor rack, but much more about the position of the modules. Like a 60 TP has the armor rack right beneath the weak spots. IS-7 as well, right beneath the flanks to the sides, like, you know, the pike nose. And if you are having this, how do I explain this? If you're having this pike nose, then the armor rack sits basically right there. So if you hit it from the front into the side, then you hit that armor rack. Also the armor rack sits in the middle. Okay, fuel tank opposite side of the turret on the tank. That you can try to learn. If you want to aim for the ammo rack, center of the tank beneath the point of turret rotation, or the most rear part of the turret. And sometimes some weird little other different spots. But yeah, I think it's pretty much always right beneath the turret. Hit in the turret and so on. But I would only hit or try to shoot the ammo rack if it was already damaged. Otherwise it's not worth trying to output the ammo rack. Oh, hello. Готов. I cannot say what the commander just said there. Shot beneath. Готов. All right. Fuel tank to the front. Actually, I hit it. Not an immediate fire, unfortunately. This guy plays Torpedo. Okay. Can we buy collector's tanks using gold in new version? Yes. You can buy collector tanks. You cannot rebuy them anymore. You cannot sell them anymore. That's the plan for now. If that is going to remain as such, that's up to the future. We don't know. But currently the plan is that you cannot buy, rebuy, nor sell them anymore. But you can definitely still buy tanks for gold. Also, all the credits will remain the same. The free XP will change to data cards. So some changes there. Did I just leak something? No. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure if I leaked something there. I don't think so. Maybe I should try to hit the FV so I keep him spotted with the tracer shells. Very confusing. If you've got so much information and never know what is actually public and not. What caliber does the gorilla have? I don't know. 15 millimeters. Or 15 centimeters. I mean, it's called Gorilla 15. And German tanks are usually called after the caliber. Credits to data cards? No, not the credits. The XP, the experience. Ah, we're having the same platoon as last game on this map. Yeah, now I see what my platoon mate was talking about. Bro, you cannot circle with a Foch when he's going for me. Am I dead? I guess. No. Nah. Ah, crap. Okay. Not enough pen. Yeah, the batshit is going to pick me up. drill is 15 centimeters, yes. I hate not being able to sell for my selling addiction. Metric nonsense, even you get it mixed up. Hey. I will defend my metric system. I mean, how many inches are a foot? How many? I don't know. What is beneath inches? Do you have anything beneath inches? Like, do we have millimeters, centimeters? What is smaller than an inch? What's the smaller units there? In the I don't know, in a non-decimal system. I would rather use metric system because my foot isn't the same size as yours. I don't know. I don't know about that. We would have to compare, but I would rather skip that. Keep the stats right. They did announce some changes to statistics, but whether we keep that or not, it's up to the future. I don't know. Half, quarter, eighth. Yeah, but that's nonsense. That's not a unit. I can say half a centimeters, of course, but that's not a known unit. I just tracked both of them. Oh. Oh, it's same platoon again, okay. Oh god. Bruh. Nice aiming skills. I just see on a minimap that we have a couple of tanks on the other side, which isn't particularly helpful. Like this dude, oh man, yeah, this is really bad. The heaviest tank that we have is in the most passive position. Also Type 71 has the worst damage output of all of us. You can try to think of it, what it means for yourself. If the heaviest tank is in the most passive spot, then, well, all the weaker allies get shot instead. So that's exactly what's happening right now. Type 71 has only one strength, and that is bouncing off shells. And he's not using that strength. He's not using that ability. So everyone else gets punished. Me. 15 centimeter, how do you measure that in banana scale? Oh, yeah, I would take OG's measure there. Eh. And the freaking 50B is coming for me. Come on. Lol. I will need an HE to not fail that one. FV is coming from our rear, so I will have to circle around him. But I'm potato. I'm dead. Eight centimeters sounds so small. I always say 80 millimeter. Yeah, it's a good approach. But guys, I'm not going to ask you to just write all your sizes into the chat right now. I don't need a poll on that. Not in millimeter nor in inches. Or quarter inches, let's say it like that. If you're short, you can't play Russian roulette because Russian guns don't have gun depression. What? Audio is breaking up just for OG or for the others as well? I understand. 1 second. So it should be fixed now, hopefully. Refresh page, thinking the browser glitched. Yeah, I hope it's fixed now. Just restarted my audio software. Huh, E50 behind, okay. Good. Maybe I should just fall back a little bit. Try to help with the E50M as well. Nice. Helping that goddamn BZ camper, but hey, anyways. We're winning. I don't even need to get the kill, I guess. No. Come at me, bro. Nice push. What's the chance of ammo racking in a Gruler with 150 millimeters of gun caliber and around 500 alpha? Chance of ammo racking in a Gruler with I guess it should be something like 15, 12%, 12% probably. There's a website where you can look that up. That is called What Inspector. Wait, did my platoon mate leave? Yes. He's on a reroll. I did not even notice. Let me just jump over here. Is it the armor inspector or the blitz inspector? Did I rework this thing? It looks different. Okay, actually it was not a dark mode. It kind of looked a little bit weird. Then we go for... I mean, it doesn't matter what tank you're shooting at. But let's say IS-7. Joseph Stalin 7. So, pen. I actually have bought it, but I don't want to lock in right now. X-ray. Modules. No. There you do see the modules. Wait, my camera is hiding everything. Who even wants to see my face? Let's just go full screen right now. So yeah, this is the IS-7 armor rack. It's literally everywhere. Yeah, but mostly to the sides. And in case you didn't know, there's a 10 caliber rule, so that means you only penetrate the enemy for as far as 10 times the caliber of your gun. So if you have a Gorilla 15 with 15 centimeter caliber, then your shot will travel through the enemy tank for 150 centimeters. So you're not going to hit the back of the turret, the armor rack over there, with your Gorilla 15 if you're shooting the front. But I want to go for pen, and I can select the tank here, TD, Gorilla 15. Let's aim at the armor rack here. 100% chance of penetrating. Chance of an armor rack. My stupid face is above the stats again. Look at, wait, other side, over there. Right there. 12% chance of an immediate armor rack. On a second shot, it's 35%, then it's 53%. On the third one, and if I, wait, what was it? Critically damage is over there, like 27%, but that doesn't really matter, right? You want the immediate chance, 12% upon shooting once. What does it actually cost? Unlock from $3 a month? Yeah, I once bought a big bundle, actually. A big fat bundle. And that should also contain maps and so on. Unlock all heat map. What's $15 per month? No, armor inspector bundle. Ah, okay, $15. Okay. It's not the prettiest armor inspector, to be honest. You can just use Blitz Kit for that. But this is the only one that has the modules. And sometimes I want to take a look at that. And then, because I cleared the cache of my browser, then I'm locked out again. I always like that. Well, yeah, we're actually playing encounter games all the time. I hate encounter games. I feel like we're losing 10 times more because of that, but okay. Me. Audio choppy again? For others as well? Please confirm if that's the case. Okay, I'm not going to flank around us, so I will just get back here to the heavy side. But as the 113 is already dying, I'm trying to take a safer spot. No. At 12% chance of having an IS-7 on the enemy team and having the chance of fighting him makes the chance of armor recognition even lower. What? Where does this make sense? Audio and video crashed again, but on my end it seems to be fine. Also, someone just saying refresh worked. But now my screen is lagging. Hello? Yeah. Should I maybe be more careful about pushing in? Oh. Maybe that's too late already. Nah, not good. Maybe I can shield. Nice. Let's take out the DPM tank first. Good. Velican saying, never studied ammo rack positions because I just went with instincts. Instinct where the ammo rack is it? And I also knew it wasn't worth learning because of how low the chances were. Well, sometimes an ammo rack is already critically damaged, and then it helps if you know about the position. Then the chance obviously is much higher. But I would say it's enough to know right, just as I said earlier, right beneath the tanks or beneath the turrets, at the point of turret rotation. If you aim right there, then you're usually fine. Or the back of the turret, that's mostly enough. Or just generally the sides of the turret as well. Like if you're having an E100, then it's mostly the sides and not exactly the center of the turret, because they are mounted to the walls basically. Also for TDs, same thing applies. Mounted to the walls in the very back of the turret, or the superstructure it's called there. Pampio. Not effective enough and not a viable strategy to focus on. No, it's not like it was absolutely needed to know about it. But it can be helpful occasionally. Yeah, that's actually not going to work out for me. I will run away again. Actually, I might be able to kill the E6 together with the other E6. He probably has him on his own. No. Other 907 is also moving up. Nice track shot. 100% intentional. Good. With that help of E100, I'm going to be able to be useful over here. Oppa. Yeah, fine with me. Oh, there he is, okay. E50M? Yeah, I can go for it. I hope he doesn't have another one. Okay. Nah. I still got killed. No way. How about you play Guerrilla 15 and try to armor rack someone? No, I'm usually not trying to go for armor racks, as I mentioned earlier. I'm trying to go for fuel tanks, if I can. Only sometimes on shooting at an armor rack, but mostly rather not. Nonetheless, of course, I can play in a game on Guerrilla. Favor. You stopped, thank you. Thanks for being so kind. I didn't have a chance. Let's go right. Oh, if you're going left. Are the heavies AFK so far? Enemies coming here with multiple. Over the also medium tank. I think then I'm not going to push in. No. That would not work. Yeah. I have to take it down. It would be nice if my platoon might also use his brain and just run away. And like to be able to stay there and fight against all these tanks. Have all been spotted. Man, now you're stuck. I already took all the shots. You could have run away safely. But okay, actually, okay, that works out as well. I lost way too many hit points, so I cannot really play aggressively anymore. And it's also an encounter, so yes, welcome. My name is Paul. Oh, Paul in German. No. I hope I can cross over safely. I have not done anything yet. At least we're about to win, I guess. They aren't going to push. JD aren't. Actually excited to see the changes, just wish the commanders looked like they actually belonged in a tank. Other than that, I'm pretty excited. Okay, that's actually nice feedback. Appreciate it. After all the comments I get so far. That actually sounds good. Yeah, I can understand. I mean, yeah. Not everyone wants a tank commander that looks like that. And some people want some more realistic stuff, of course. I don't know. Ah, yes, nice HE. Welken, no. And I don't even know what the comment is before that. Do you have some issues? I don't know. I don't know. Are we winning? It doesn't look like it. Verbon, 60 games, 90% win rate. Oh, that's nice. We're losing because we're playing encounter. That's not going to be easy. Peter asking, if we get rid of 1 to 3, does it mean that... Oh my gosh. Nice. That tier 19 will be tier 7. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Understood that correctly. Tier 10 will be tier 7 and tier 4 will be tier 1. And the current tier 1 to 3 will be a separate vintage tier because they are like World War I tanks basically. Yeah, also at the moment you cannot even play tier 1 to 3 because no one's playing those who's not in bot matchmaking. So, and therefore it's fine if it's a vintage tier. Sometimes I get requested tank on tier 3 or so, and I spent 4 minutes in a separate queue, in a queue there, and it just didn't work out. So if it's becoming an extra, like tier 1 to 3 becoming some extra game mode basically, then that's fine with me. He did in fact carry, yes he did. Hello? Can I help over there? Nah. It would be nice if my teammates on the right side were attacking, but they're currently just staring into bushes and no one's peeking. I don't know, they're sitting there for half a minute already without doing anything. Like, what the hell? Trying to look at the other side. They can see as little as me, even less. I mean, I almost had shots already. Not bad. Do I also push in? Kind of dangerous for me to go forwards. 114 SP2 has really good HE damage. Also Gorilla might shoot me. Oh, come on. Nice. Yeah, we won. Nah. Yeah, you could see me just aim for the rear turret because the armor rack was already damaged. But I think, yeah, not getting anything done there anymore. I might still have a last shot on the Foch. Where did he go? Is he pushing in? No. Let's stay up. Ah. Nice. Rip. Good one. Okay. I think I will quit here. It's late enough, definitely. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, have a nice evening, have a nice day still, whatever time it is for you. See you soon. Within the next 2 days, most likely. So, yeah. Have a good one. Goodbye. Bye.